Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. My name is Matt,
I'm John.
and today we've got the second game of our top 4 for the Gamezilla Store Championships. This should prove to be interesting.
So we have two familiar players here. We have Lawrence with his E-ZZZ E-Wing. So just going over that list quickly, Matt.
We've got two bandit squadrons with homing missiles. Got Kraken, cluster missiles, and veteran instincts. And Corn Horn with R5P9, fire control system, and veteran instincts.
And then we have Ian with a list that is very similar to what he's running usually. You want to go over the list again?
So Ian's, about the biggest thing that he changed for this event was he has Howl Runner with decoy in there. He wanted to give that a shot, so we'll see how that works. And then he's also got Carnor Jax with the veteran instincts, the Royal Guard title, and a hull upgrade and a shield upgrade. And then Whisper with the Navigator, Fire Control System, Advanced Cloaking, and VI. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is very scary. Well, we've seen Ian's lists very similar to this in action. I've been talking to Ian about his list when he went into the event, basically going over what kind of changes he made, why he made those changes. He found that he ran into Rebel Captives quite a bit, and having Carnor Jax soak that up was a little annoying. So having Howl Runner in there with the decoy means that no matter which fighter he loses, he can always switch up his pilot skill, giving him that kind of advantage. On top of which, he swapped out his recon specialist for a navigator, giving him a much more versatility. And due to the time of when this event took place, this is before the nerf or change or whatever you want to call it to the cloaking device. So that navigator is a real scary machine when put onto a Phantom.
So it should be interesting. Pretty reasonable asteroid deployment. Nice, clustered in the middle. Looks like Lawrence went for a very flank-heavy deployment. It seems to be kind of his hallmark. He flies his Zeds in a squadron.
Well, Corn Horn can fly by himself with almost no regard for anybody else. He doesn't need to worry about teaming up with people. However, if he flies close to Kraken, he can benefit from that nice little synergy that he's got. But for the most part, the Zeds are one unit, the E is another.
Yeah, for sure. I like Corrin being able to, put some board presence in the rest of the board to deal with where Whisper might end up. And looks like Ian's gone for having Howl Runner just buddy up with Jax, kind of be his escort.
Well, they're using that whole decoy to their advantage. They want to be close to each other. And Carnor Jax is extremely durable with two modifications.
Yeah, he's got 5 total health there, one of which is a shield, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not a fragile interceptor.
No, not at all. Actually, it's very similar to those scum ships that have 4 hull, 1 shield.
Yeah, the Star Viper.
So
definitely an interesting comparison.
Especially since both have 3 attack dice and are very maneuverable. So I kind of like what he did with the interceptor, especially since the Carnor Jax just draws so much threat. But that's what he wants. He wants the threat. He wants the Jax to tank, pull the threat, and the Phantom to just go about his business and killing whatever he wants.
So, yeah, it looks like Lawrence very wisely doesn't want to close until he has an idea of where Ian's going to end up and exactly how his flight strategy for this game is.
Yes. Unfortunately for Lawrence, or fortunately for Lawrence, Ian is just pushing that advantage. He's going as fast as he can. Hopefully engage the Zeds on his own terms, avoiding the target locks because of the low pilot skill off of the Zeds, and then engaging them and maybe picking off a couple of Z95s before the inevitable counterattack.
Yeah, he does not want to get in range of Kraken, otherwise Kraken's just going to be able to pass off the ability for those bandit squadrons to unload their homing missiles.
Unfortunately, both Kraken and Corn are pilot skill 10, meaning that Phantom is in a really tricky spot until those 2 fighters are dealt with.
For sure. Yeah, it's not often that Whisper is out-pilot skilled, but it'll happen. And Phantom that's not cloaked, it's being shot at, it's a Phantom that's in trouble.
Especially since that, especially with missiles.
Oh, for sure.
The fact that Kraken has 2 shots with his missiles could mean A very sad panda for Phantom. But I think that's the reason why the Phantom is on one side of the board and Kraken's on the other, to be completely honest.
So we'll see. Here we go. Won't see too much of this anymore, the decloaking on activation. But enjoy it while it lasts. We'll see the shenanigans of a Phantom.
Yeah, we have it here for prosperity's sake.
Yeah. We'll see where Whisper's going to end up. She really does not want to end up in the teeth of Corrin, though. Because Corrin will tear her apart.
Yeah. Fortunately for the Phantom, Corrin doesn't get that second shot until after it cloaks. But one shot might be good enough. A really solid hit followed by a really crappy defense roll. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen X-Wings go down in one round of combat to a couple of lucky direct hits.
Looks like there's that Navigator coming in from Ian. Decided he didn't like the maneuver he'd chosen. Here we go.
See, I would almost want to cloak.
Very nice. Kraken just not bumping. Looks like there's definitely likely to be some cluster missiles going out this turn.
Ooh, yeah, that is very tricky for Ian there, because not only if he gets those cluster missiles, well, he won't be able to get the missiles off this turn because he focused.
Yeah.
But being able to pass his target lock off and then immediately firing that, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, get those abilities up and used while he still can before Jax gets in there with his bubble of nope.
Though to be completely fair, I mean, target locking might have been the better idea to fire those cluster missiles off, even just to get those action economies off. To build off that action economy. Being able to get rid of those ordnance right away, making sure that you spend it before your fighters get taken out.
Yeah, this is a prime spot to just nuke Jax. But we'll see what happens.
So Kraken rolled some blanks, but he's passing off an action.
There we go. Yep, there's definitely missiles incoming. We'll see if he can survive the return fire.
So here we got the homing missile being able to...
Oh, that's Corrin.
Oh, that's Corrin. I'm sorry.
And that's the shields off the Phantom. So he saved one, but he's down to 2 health. Got Jax opening up. Let's see if this bandit can survive. Oh, that hurts.
Doesn't have to use Howl Runner's ability reroll because you roll really well.
And looks like he evaded both of them, though. Lucky. He didn't even have to spend his focus to do it, so he should survive to let loose a full-powered homing missile. And he's out of range of the Phantom. So no confirming the kill there. Whisper. Trying to clear the Zeds out. Gets a point of damage through.
Very nice defense rolls on Lawrence's part.
Very nice. Recloaks, focuses up. So she's sitting nice if Corrin decides to pilot ability her. We got Howl Runner. Takes another shield off of the non-focused headhunter.
It's just hanging in there. But he wants to get those missiles off, and I don't blame him.
Oh, burn him into Jax. Here we go. Full-powered homing missiles. That is 4.
Doesn't even have to spend his target lock.
And that is 1 of 8, so 3 points of damage.
Had that been an unupgraded Karnar Jax, that would have been a dead Karnar Jax.
As it stands, he's down to 2 health. So that is that's a heck of an opening shot.
Absolutely. And I think he just takes another point of damage. No, he was able to evade it.
Oh, he is gonna... Looks like he's Corrin horning here. Gonna try to do 4-on-4.
4 attack dice, why not?
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
A brutal roll on the defense. Just absolutely nasty.
Yep, that, there she goes. There's Whisper gone.
Yeah, spends the focus, but just wasn't able to save her.
That was a really nice shot. So Corrin's not shooting this turn, but you know what? I think he got his money worth.
He's done his job.
He's done his job. One bandit's done his. Looks like he's preempting a fast maneuver by the ties.
Right now, Corrin can just take his time and bank around. He's not in any kind of rush. Set himself up for a next turn.
Yeah.
The headhunters swooping away, blocking potential avenues of escape. Kraken still hasn't fired his missiles yet, so he's in a bit of a prime position, but I don't think he'll be able to get use out of them this turn.
No, I think he'll be too close. And oh, that's an interesting maneuver for Howlrunner.
Well, the best way of not getting hit is not getting shot at. So, trying to figure out exactly where he's going to go, that's a pretty good position.
Yeah.
Only getting one headhunter getting shot at.
It's not too bad. And, right behind Kraken. So, anticipating if Kraken survives, he'll have the target lock on Jax for later. There we go. Corrin, nice easy bank.
Yep. Not really sure what Jax is going to do. He's the heavy hitter now, and he has a lot of versatility with the fact that he's on an interceptor. So, not really sure, but it doesn't look like he's going to get any shots off right where he's at now.
No, Jax is definitely not going to be able to shoot. So he's just gonna have to weather the headhunter attacking him.
3 attack dice, no kind of tokens due to the stress.
Shouldn't be too bad. There's Howlrunner opening up. Very nice. Oh. I was going to say nice defense rolls by Lawrence, but it looks like that was too focus. Does not quite kill the headhunter.
Yeah, and that's what Ian really needed. The target lock from the homing missile still in play, now being used up.
Yep, and 2 defense on Karnar though, so he's alright.
A little bit of a bump.
But it's a green maneuver, so
Yeah.
not stressed anymore. That's likely going to be a K turn. That's definitely a K turn.
Oh, that's the quickest way to get back in the action.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you know your opponent is in one side, going to be in one side of the board. Alright. Let's see where Howlrunner ends up.
Howlrunner looks like she's flying right into the kill box. Because I believe Corrin's going to be flying right around that asteroid.
He's in a pretty good spot to loop around it.
He has a target. He has the ability to target lock after he fires, and firing at the end of the phase, as well as being able to barrel roll. Makes Corrin Horn in a really good spot to do some damage. Here we have a headhunter bumping.
Okay.
Not exactly what I was going to go for. It kind of hurts his action economy. Not first of all losing the action to begin with, and then not being able to fire on
turn.
On his turn means that he can't hand out actions.
Oh, we had to be careful. Corrin almost was not able to focus. So we'll see where Jack's ending up right on the tail of Kraken there.
Fortunately, he has a barrel roll or boost in order to get some shots off this turn.
Yeah, it looks like he might just not be an arc.
Yeah, he's going to boost. It's probably the safer option.
Yeah. Gets him out of range 1 of the headhunter behind him for sure.
But I still think he's within range 2 of Corrin if Corrin decides to just fire at Jax.
We shall see.
Yeah,
Looks like.
that's within range 2.
At this point, Jax is definitely the more dangerous of the two.
Oh, absolutely. He's bringing an aura of nope. You know, that kind of or that form of control that we don't see very often in X-Wing.
There it is. 2 health, 2 damage. Dead Jax.
Oh, that's brutal. And now Howl Runner is just a TIE fighter. Her pilot with a really high pilot skill. Her pilot's ability is not doing anything for him.
And then, yeah, keeping her focus for defense purposes.
Yeah, with only 3 hull, you don't want to sacrifice it. I mean, at this point in the game, it's all pretty much impossible for one TIE fighter to deal with the level of hull points that Lawrence has.
Yeah, for sure. So Corrin used his pilot ability, and Howl Runner manages to evade it. But she's definitely in a very, very good spot to just get swarmed. And there we go. Looks like Ian being the gentleman and calling it there.
So very short game, a little short but sweet. A lot of action.
Brutal game for sure. And you can really see where, you know, if the evasion dice aren't going your way, it makes the game a heck of a lot more difficult.
Yeah, and as much as I like to complain about dice, and I have in the past, you know, relying on dice too much is an avenue for destruction.
Lawrence flew very well.
Exactly. He flew very well. He used that against Ian. I believe Ian and Lawrence actually went up against each other in the Swiss, and Lawrence was able to get a general feel of what to deal with, and that kind of just the sheer amount of damage from those missiles puts Ian's list in a very tight spot.
For sure. Well, guys, thanks for watching. That was a nice, fast game. Pretty brutal on both sides.
Brutal.
So next week should prove to be even more so. We got the finals, fighting for top spot and bragging rights.
There can be only one.
And you know, the first round super bye to regionals, that doesn't that's not insignificant either.
Yes, so be sure to like and subscribe. You can visit our website at northerngamingnetwork.com. Find us on Twitter at NorthGameNet or on Facebook at Northern Gaming Network.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Take care.